example of Newton's first law. Right here we have a stack of 5 pennies, and then we have this 1 penny, and you flick a penny like that, and the 1 penny will transfer its energy to the penny at the bottom of the stack, which will then zoom forward. The rest in the stack will stay right where they were because an object in rest stays at rest unless acted on by another force. This is an example of Newton's second law of motion, and you're going to need a plate or bowl of flour, a wadded up piece of paper, and a rock. You're going to first drop the paper and rock into your flour like this, and you'll see that the two objects fell at the same rate, but they left a big difference of impact. You can see the rock made a huge dent and the piece of paper made little to no dent. So this shows us that even though you drop them at the same rate, there's a much greater force of impact when it hits the ground, because you can see by the dent in the flour and from the piece of paper. This is an example of Newton's third law of motion, and we are going to show this by using a bouncy ball or a ball. This is a lacrosse ball, for example, and you just drop the ball like this and let it bounce. And Newton's third law of motion is the action-reaction. So the action is us dropping the ball, and then the reaction is the ball bouncing back up after we drop it, and that's from the force from dropping it, pushing the ball back up. So our action is the force when the ball has been dropped on the floor or thrown, and the reaction is when the ball bounces up from the ground or bounces back from the object it was thrown at. So that is Newton's third law of motion.